I can't wear white shirts because my nipples show through 100% of the time.
My nipples are for sure going to be
I either always buy like really thin white shirts, or my nipples are just really like dark.
I was gonna say, is it like the coloration? Like you can see through the a hue of red through the shirt.
Yeah, red. My nipples are just like a dark like maroon.
You have old blood blisters on your chest, or those
like like a really cured ham.
God.
Nipple, the other red meat.
The other dark brown.
Yikes.
Oh, God. Welcome to Cheese Money Podcast.
God, this is like one of it's like the movie's been on for 10 minutes and then this big scene hits and there's the title and you're like, oh.
Yeah. We're going to be going back and forth a lot. Quentin Tarantino directed this podcast.
Mm-hmm. So back to the nipples.
I don't want to talk about my nipples anymore.
I don't know where to look because my ring light isn't right there anymore. It's over here. So I guess when I say something funny,
just look at your ring light.
Look at their ring light. God.
I mean, you probably won't have to look at it much.
What's the little kid, the little black boy who's in like the McDonald's or something, and he's going,
oh
yeah, what is that?
the original video. Do you remember Terrio, a big old kid? And he was a Vine superstar, but this guy just was in like a Burger King or something.
Recording him.
Yeah, just record him. He's like, "Hey, fuck it up, Terrio. What up, Terrio?" And the kid was like,
"The poor kid." Are you sure that was him? It didn't look like him to me.
It wasn't him. That was the whole point of the video. He was like, "Hey,
He's
like, "Hey, Terrio, fuck it up. Hey, Terrio."
It wasn't him.
It wasn't him at all. The kid's probably like, "Who's Terrio?"
He sure was like
stranger danger eyes, like right there.
Yeah. What a good man. Vine though.
Yeah.
Vine was a thing.
There's very few TikToks that I see that have Vine energy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
if you're
on it enough and you let that For You page curate, it feels like Vine after a while.
You just let it marinate.
You gotta put in the work. But
so
my favorite one recently. Go ahead.
Yeah. What the hell, dude?
You had like one word.
I'm just kidding. I was gonna say I think it's the being a girl dad thing. I think I'm on my cycle. I have been super emotional the past 2 days. We were laying in bed last night and Taylor's watching TikToks and I hear this acoustic guitar playing and she's sitting over here and I said, I swear to God, if I look over and that is a cute little baby to that music, I'm gonna lose it. And I look and it's a baby and she scrolls real fast. And and then another one starts playing and I said, damn it, Taylor, I said turn the TikToks. I just lost it, dude. It's just this kids, like little girl stuff.
Yeah.
Gets me every time.
It's just, there's some things where you start like choking up and you're like, what is going on?
That's what I told her. I was like, I'm getting for real mad at you right now. Can you turn the TikTok off?
Well, actually that segues into one of my recent favorite TikToks, and it's the one I sent last night where if Thanos snapped on a pregnant woman and it's the guy doing the cinnamon challenge and it's like spitting up
my
dust.
Gosh.
It took me a second to understand it. And then I did and I was like, Oh my god.
I wish I could have seen the process of you not understanding it to you understanding.
I was like, oh. It was creative, but
Maybe I don't understand. What are the pregnant woman?
so Thanos snaps,
Yeah.
and 50% of the population turns to dust.
Yeah.
And it said when Thanos, this is a pregnant woman when Thanos snaps, and it's a dude doing the cinnamon challenge. So all you see
And he
is
goes,
the dude spitting up
spits
dust.
out a bunch of powder. I don't think I believe that you don't get it. Although you've fooled me a few times recently. With
The
me thinking
baby
you actually
turned to
do get
dust.
something.
Why is there a guy spitting out? Oh, okay. That was what I. That's what I thought was like, the baby thing.
Yeah, just think. I guess I should have prefaced. Think of the guy as a woman.
Yeah, I guess I didn't. My thought process was. I'm not even.
Just
gonna
don't
say
even
what I
explain
thought.
it.
I'm not
Yeah,
even gonna say
yeah,
what I
you're
thought.
good.
I was thinking like, for some reason, the pregnant woman left my thought process, and I was thinking like a girl was performing a little,
Okay,
something,
yeah.
something. And then her man disappeared, and she had a mouth full of dust.
Oh.
Did pregnant play into that anywhere?
That's why I didn't understand. I was like, what does pregnant have to be? What does that have to do with it?
Can only pregnant women perform fellatio? Or?
That's why
Well,
I
I think
reiterated. I
it's-
said, is she pregnant? It's like, I don't understand the joke here.
God.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we get canceled again.
Are we canceled?
Feels like it. I don't know. I can't tell anymore.
Hey, stop swallowing so fucking hard.
Can you really? My mic picks up so much. Hold on.
Yeah.
Your mic did just get a lot louder for some
Boy,
reason.
thirsty
All
as
right.
shit.
How does it sound now?
It's better.
Same.
Okay.
I turned my volume down, so it's hard to tell now.
Oh, okay.
Well, for some reason, it's like my microphone. I'll turn it down, but it
My
like, still
microphone is
spikes.
just
I don't
so crisp and clear.
know. It does sound. My throat sounds good, doesn't it?
You can hear my eyes blink.
Your
My
throat sounds
throat
good?
Sounds good.
Stop. See, you make everything so nasty. Ugh. God. That's what she said.
Except for it was dust.
Zack Snyder's Justice League, which is I think coming out tomorrow.
It's out today. And
It's out today?
4 hours long.
Yeah, it's 4 hours long. It's 4 hours long in a 4:3 aspect ratio. It's not even widescreen. It's like you're watching. So a 4:3 aspect ratio is like you're watching a 90s cartoon on a flat screen TV.
Yeah,
it's
it's
got the big
almost-
black bars.
Yeah, it's
on
like
the side of
almost
it.
like a 4 to.
Well, you were looking
to
at me
3.
like you were like, what the fuck is 4:3?
No,
Those are
just the fact
numbers.
that it is 4:3. Why?
Yeah, because, and I was like, maybe it's some cool artistic choice that he did, but he was like, no, I want people to go see it in IMAX when it comes out.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's just what I said.
How long was the original movie?
2 hours.
Where did they get 2 hours of footage from?
So Zack Snyder was originally going to do Justice League, and then his daughter died
Yeah.
in 2017, right? So Joss Whedon took it over, and apparently just fucked it all up. Because I mean, it got shit on pretty heavily.
Yeah, I
when
remember
it
the
came
movie.
out. Yeah, and then later on down the line, Joss Whedon's getting accused for like abusive behavior on set and stuff, and
I didn't know that.
yeah.
Also,
And,
his name sounds like a cereal, so you're an idiot.
Joss Whedon, like a German grain cereal.
Ancient grains, yeah.
Joss Whedon. But then Zach came back, but then he came back and did his version of it for HBO Max, and it's generated a lot of hype. So I think
Yeah, but maybe just
So-
answer my question. Where'd they get the other 2 hours of footage from? What is it?
Well,
Like, did
when
they just-
Joss Whedon came back, he basically retooled the entire movie and scrapped all of the footage that Zack Snyder shot.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
they didn't like
and just-
reshoot for the movie.
They might have. He might have. I'm pretty sure he rewrote some of the story and then filmed what he wanted to do instead, which I guess didn't align with Zack Snyder's. But yeah, it's 4 hours long.
I'll just watch Lord of the Rings.
Exactly. That's what I was
I'm gonna
thinking.
spend 4 hours on a movie.
But if I watch Lord of the Rings, I have to watch all 12 hours of it.
I have to watch all 12 movies.
I have to watch I have to watch them back to back. It's the best.
How many DC movies are there in the past couple of years?
Too many.
'Cause
Like
they-
too many that aren't good. That they should have just stopped. While
They all
were-
just feel like one melded
It's kind of
movie to me.
unfortunate that there's only a few good ones.
It sucks. Just because
Which-
there's no like, Marvel's got the whole like MCU, like they've got the whole universe around it, and they just started doing like the Justice League stuff, but none of those movies were any good. The only good DC movies were standalones, like the Dark Knight trilogy and the Dark Knight trilogy. I can't think of any other.
What was the one where Superman was bad for a time period where he like was beating up the other ones? That was the Justice League.
That
right?
was Justice League. Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause
Justice League had its moments. The first Wonder Woman was really good. I've heard the second one wasn't so hot. First
I don't
Aquaman
know.
wasn't so hot.
That was too
I mean, also
long
it's
too.
Aquaman.
Yeah.
It's Aquaman.
Superman. The Superman movies are generally good, but they keep it's kind of like the Spider-Man of the DC universe. They just keep redoing it, and
Yeah.
DC struggles to get it together.
Who was the one? Isn't there a show now, like a Superman show? On CW
It's
or something?
Supergirl.
But
it's-
Superman's in it, right?
Yes.
Oh, he is in it now.
He's a
Yeah,
good-looking
it's
Superman.
It's a different
I like-
Superman, but he looks really he looks really good.
I like him as Superman.
But it's a CW show, so it may not be that great.
Yeah. I mean,
I liked Flash.
Yeah. And then you get a few that liked Arrow when it came out.
Yeah, Emily really likes Arrow. I don't dislike it. It just didn't pull me in the way some of the other ones did.
Yeah. I think the only CW show that I watched almost all the way through was Supernatural, but that was just because I started from the very beginning. And I feel like that's kind of how you have to be with those shows. You watch the first episode, you keep going, and then you just kind of rolling.
well, I
rolling
heard
with the
good
rest of
things
it.
about the 100, but Taylor and I tried to watch
100
that.
was
We tried to
pretty
start
cool.
it twice. We never finished it though.
It was okay. It
How
was
many-
no, the one I'm thinking about's on. It's just a Netflix show. It was called
The 99.
the OA.
Oh yeah.
You talk
The
to
what?
one more fucking time. It's called the OA. It's on Netflix. It's really really good.
Is that
Really
where
interesting.
are they angels?
Something like that.
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh well, I didn't think that was a spoiler. I just thought that was what the show was about.
Well, I mean, they're they're angels.
They're dead the whole time.
Turns out Bruce Willis is dead at the end of it.
Seems to be sucking still, but Marvel's killing it. Marvel's been killing it.
Yeah.
Falcon and Winter Soldier is coming out tomorrow. Super stoked about it.
What?
WandaVision just
What's
ended.
coming out tomorrow? What is it?
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Mm-hmm. It's a show.
I didn't even know there was a thing. I think I'm
Yeah.
just sick of Marvel.
No. It's in its prime
I
right
just
now.
feel like we talk about Marvel all the time. It's just always in my face. I mean, I'm gonna watch it. Shut up. I'm gonna watch it. I'm just sick
That's
of
kind
it.
of how I felt about Cyberpunk. Is I stopped playing it, and I think I played it for a total of like 4 hours, and then I just stopped.
Yeah, I think maybe I played it about that long and haven't touched it since.
Just in my face. Get the fuck out of my face. So, Josh, I don't know if you know about this. You probably do. I don't know. Miss Laney, Jonathan's mom, did a tarot reading for me.
He doesn't know about it. I didn't mention it.
When you said Miss Laney, in my head I thought, okay, not Jonathan's mom. Who is Miss Laney? I don't know why that was my first thought. It's okay. We're not talking about Jonathan's mom. We're talking about a different.
It can never be Jonathan's mom, so who is it?
Why? Just cause?
Yeah, Jonathan messaged me yesterday and was like, "Hey, it stemmed from all the shit talking I was doing on
she
last
was like, "I'll show his
episode."
stupid ass."
Yeah, he's talking about you too, dick face.
No, so she has told me a couple of times she thought our last episode was by far the funniest, and she said that her husband also almost couldn't drive. He was laughing so hard because he was listening while they were in the car.
Well, you're in for a treat this week.
So yeah, after that moment, she said, "I think it would be a fun idea if John would be interested. I'll do a tarot reading for him, just kind of a fun thing to do and see how interesting he thought it was." So I brought it up to him and he was into it. So they
So
did it.
he sent me a link to a 20-minute YouTube video today.
It's private, only you can see it.
Yeah, only I can see it. And I think I watched it twice.
I want to see it.
No. It's mine. You can never see it ever. But it was really, really interesting. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. Your mom seems like such a sweetheart. And
She's pretty dope.
she just the way she was, her voice was so calming the whole time, and I was like, this is exactly what I imagine a tarot reading would be, I guess. Except when you think of like a tarot reading, you think of like flipping a card over and it's a Reaper skeleton guy, and you're like, I'm gonna fucking die. But I don't. It's not.
Well,
It's
plot
not anything
twist,
like that.
I actually also had a tarot reading done. Come here and show him the results. No, I didn't.
See,
I'm really
I
actually
had a-
really interested.
I did kind of have a feeling that he may have done it to both of us, but
Not knowing.
I thought about it, and then I thought, I don't know how much time it would take
to do
for us
both
to
of them.
discuss one. So
Yeah.
if you're interested, Josh, she is for sure just as interested in doing one for you. So if you wanna do one, we'll do it, and then we can talk about it in another episode if you want to. But I didn't know how much time it would take to do 2 in 1. You know.
I'm a little scared. I'm not gonna lie.
No. Look, it was so when you think like people. I'm not going to generalize or anything. I always thought of like I always thought of a tarot reading as like they're trying to like predict something. They're trying to predict the future, but it's not necessarily like that. It's more so of like quality, like seeing qualities in yourself that you can act on to better your life, I guess, you know, and that I may be kind of butchering that whole message of it, but it's more about yourself and more about like you as a person than like predicting the future, like you're gonna die or something.
But
it's not.
But
It's not
also predicting the future.
in a way, but
Yeah. No,
but
I know.
not like straight
I
up.
I know.
Oh, have you dabbled? Like, shut the fuck up. So,
Nobody dabbles in terror. What is it? Is it tarot cards?
tarot.
Tarot. It's an O.
Yeah.
It
I thought
ends
it
with a
was-
T, but it's
I used to think it was tarot, but it's tarot.
I thought it was tarot. Like some chick was just handing out cards. It's tarot with an O on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Tarot card.
T-A-O-R-T. T-A-R-O-T. I fucked that first one up. So it was really interesting, and I think the only thing where I was like, was that I have mentioned. So there were some things where she said them, and I looked up and I was like, "Did Jonathan talk to her?"
Like when I was psychic.
Let me go ahead and say. Let me go ahead and give a disclaimer. The only things that she knows about you are what she may have heard on the podcast.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much that is. I have given her. I gave her your birthday.
And I've thought about that.
That's it.
I've thought about that, and I have. So, long story short, I'll just read the summary of what the cards said to her.
Can I guess what your summary is?
Yeah.
I got nothing. I thought you were going to say
Yeah.
no.
Okay. I thought you were gonna make up some dumb shit. You thought I was gonna say
You're gonna
no?
lose. You're gonna lose your left leg in about 6 months,
Fuck.
and I'm gonna take all your money.
Wow.
So the summary is that, and I quoted her, And she says, I think your job may be changing, whether that be within the company or somewhere else. Maybe working less outside of the home and more on your ideas and more on your ideas and that entrepreneurial aspect that's within you. So basically, she said that the cards told her that that my job will be changing. I don't know if I'll be working in the same, whether that be, and that I have a very entrepreneurial aspect about me, and I'm very creative, and I have ideas that I'm suppressing, and that I need to open up and share those ideas, whether people like them or not, because I think they're good. And she said one phrase, and she said, I think you hate your job. And I was like, I mean, sometimes I do, yeah. And,
hey, you mind your business.
Yeah. Well, I was watching it in the bedroom as Corinne was getting ready for work, and she said, I think your job is holding you back, or like you might want to change your job. And Corinne was back here, and I went, and we both kind of looked at each other, and her explaining things was so cool about what the different cards meant. And so the cards mean something very like general, like generic and broad, and she basically specifies that for the person she's reading for. And she would explain each and every card, and it was so cool. And the funny thing about all of the cards that were read for me, so she does this like pattern of these cards, and some of them can be upside down, or some of them, can be right side up or whatever. And, you think upside down, it's not great. So, which she refers to as they're reversed. So I wrote down some notes, and she picked a card for me that, it's like a general card for a male under 40 or something like that. And she picked this card for me. And then she said, this card covers you. This is about your trials and tribulations and everything, and laid a card on top of it. And then she started naming off these cards, and she goes, and this card, for example, is called the Two of Cups. Oh, and it's reversed, which means it was upside down. And I was like, fuck. I was like, it's just... And the more and more she would move on, the more like she would go, and this is the Temperance card reversed. And I was like, motherfuck.
I'm losing.
Yeah. I felt like I was losing, losing a hand of poker. And
all in.
Yeah. I was like, I kind of paused it. And I kind of looked back at Corinne. I said, all my cards are reversed. And basically in one phrase, the whole reading was break free from your negative cycles, which was super cool and very eye-opening, and I enjoyed it. And it was and I'm not even going to use the word entertaining, because I don't want that to come off as a negative connotation, but it was really cool. And I don't know how that necessarily works of like doing another one. Like I probably do that with from like another person, since it wouldn't make sense for her to do another one of me. No, it's not even that. I just want to see like what people infer from,
That's pretty cool, man. I hate that it's all fake, but that's super cool.
She was very excited to do it, and really appreciative that you were so into the idea.
I would definitely do one. I think it's pretty cool.
Okay.
She explained it really well, yeah.
I'll set it up, and it'll be fun.
I just want most of my cards to be like negative stuff about John. Can we make that happen? You're doing great.
She like places a card, and she's like, see, this is the Knight card reversed, which means you really hate someone else. And she's like, and I know who it is.
You're going to be very prosperous. John might lose his eyebrows, so it's a toss up.
No, but it was super cool.
She's got a friend in Texas that does it professionally. She's got a little shop, and it's very interesting. And I went to visit one time, and we went, and her name is Leslie, and she did a reading for me. And I don't really, I'm not like all in, I believe it. I'm just kind of indifferent to it. So I went in as just kind of like an interesting thing to do. I thought it would be fun. I'm very aware of the tricks that could be used and that they say something broad that sounds like it applies. So I'm not going in like super skeptical, like, but I'm also not going in like, yeah, I'm eager to hear everything you have to say.
Yeah.
And I mean, straight out of the gate, Leslie changed my body language immediately. Like I was just kind of sitting chilling, and this is back when I was doing marketing. I was doing a lot of like Facebook ads, and everything was just that all day long. And Leslie doesn't know anything about me. You know, Mom doesn't talk to her about me or anything like that. So she's flipping cards and she's doing her thing, and she's like, man, it's hard to read anything because there's just numbers. And I was like, like, what do you mean?
What you mean, like zeros and ones?
Why would you know that? And throughout the like 40 minutes that we spent together, Leslie, it's wild, dude. It's very interesting. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it.
And my only skepticism was that she had maybe heard me say something on the podcast about working too much and all of that. And that was my only like thought of like, meh. But just hearing the rest of it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I have a huge wiener and a great personality. So, really excited to do my tarot card readings.
She does your so they call it a spread of cards. I just feel like your spread of cards would just be like the Queen of Hearts and like Ace of Clubs and like just a deck of 52 cards.
It's just like a deck of playing cards?
Yeah.
Well, you're stupid. That's insulting. She's just, the video is her like spreading the cards out, and it's like, you know what these say? You stupid.
These say you fucking suck.
Or she's like shuffling them. She's like shuffling them.
52 card pickup, and then somehow I'm just covered in cards.
Out of your computer screen. Like, oh, fuck.
She says you're a piece of shit.
Here, I'll give you your rating right now. You.
It's like a 7-second video. You're like, well, this seems odd. Let me watch it.
I did that for the bit. Now I have to pick up all my fucking magic cards.
I think it was worth it.
Hey, how long was your video? My video is 10 seconds. How long was your video? I haven't watched it yet, but that seems really short.
It's just...
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, man. It's just Jonathan's butthole for 10 seconds.
God.
Yeah, I don't even tell her you want a rating. I just record my butthole and
Send you a link.
A link to his butthole.
Only buttholes.
Yeah.
God.
What a good idea, though.
No.
There's some money there.
Everybody be sure and subscribe to my Only Buttholes.
Only buttholes.
What kind of stuff do you upload there?
And fist mugs. Don't forget about fist mugs.
Yeah. I have to pick up some of these. I'm losing my goddamn mind. So we were talking about at work because I don't want to talk about work at work, so we talk about other cool things, and we were trying to figure out if we would win at any of the Nickelodeon game shows and all of the prizes that you got. And then he rattled off the entire commercial for Sock'em Boppers. Like
More
the
fun
song
than a
and
pillow
everything.
Who doesn't know that? I mean, Sock'em Boppers, Sock'em Boppers.
What's the rest of it?
What's the rest of
More
it?
fun than a pillow fight.
Yeah?
Yes.
Keep going.
Sock 'em poppers.
Blow them
Thank you
up.
for
Put your
being
hand
a
inside.
friend.
Get ready to have. Yeah, dude. And then he blow them up. Put your hand inside. Get ready to have the time of your life.
I didn't know that was. I didn't
That's
know
the
rest of
slogan for onlybuttholes.com.
it. Yeah, I was thinking this isn't the right ad.
And then he goes, Crossfire. Do you know that at all?
Well, your microphone
Yeah,
did it?
RTX.
eliminated all of that.
Crossfire.
I remember Crossfire, the toy.
Where you like shot steel marbles across the. Am I too loud?
You were a little loud on my end.
It's where you shot steel marbles at each other, and if you made like within the goalpost, it like squirted water at you.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like quarters, like bloody knuckles.
No, it was like a Beyblade arena, but you just had like these little guns that shot marbles across like the way, and it was like air hockey, but with
That just sounds like a good way to get in trouble. You shoot your brother in the face with a metal marble.
Well, that's why my mom never bought me one.
You not shoot them at each other. You shoot them into the goal.
You shoot them into the goal. It's like air hockey.
Oh, it's attached. Like I can't detach the
Yeah,
gun.
no, you can't like
It's like that's what I was imagining.
shooting steel marbles at each other.
you
Jesus
said-
Christ!
When you said Beyblade, that was like in your hand, right? So I just imagine like you
Rip
got
it.
this freaking metal marble shooter.
So, is there a toy commercial that you can vividly remember like everything to? They're like,
boppers.
shut the. Okay. So
For real. Like
Oh,
I remember,
okay.
like, God, yeah, like that's the one because I feel like that one played for a long time, like years.
So I always remembered like the action figure commercials where they would have like the villain standing on these little cardboard boxes that were made to look like rocks. And you know the hero, he would have the hero right here, and he would shoot his little wrist gauntlet, and the rocket would shoot the little boulders, and
Knock him off. Yeah.
the guy would go and fall down in slow motion. I always remembered
Chop action.
yeah. Or like the TV ads would always stick in my mind. Do y'all remember the amazing elastic plastic balloons? So it's this like toxic, like polyurethane goo gel.
You put a straw in it, and you.
Yeah, and you blew them up into balloons, and then you could like stack them and stuff, and like they would attach to each other, or just get all over your face if you blew one up too hard, like you were blowing a bubblegum bubble. And I remember, so my brother is like super sensitive to smells, like very strong smells, and yeah, dude, it came in like this industrial craft glue, like the aluminum tubes,
Yeah.
and you would squirt this little blob on this straw, and then my mom would hand it to him, and he would go. But he's persistent. He's persistent. He would try and blow a good balloon before he actually threw up.
Like some bad weed or something.
And
But
those TV ads those products never worked like they did in the commercials. Like the rainbow paint sponges that, she would do the cool little patterns and be like, "Oh my God, look at it." And then you would just draw like one line and you'd be like, I don't know what else to do.
Mom, look.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did I tell you guys about when I antiqued my brother? That just came to mind.
Antiqued?
What is antiquing?
So he was in the shower and he had just gotten out of the shower, and when he opened the door, I was standing there with a handful of flour. And so he's like wet from the shower, and he opened the door and I threw the flour on him. That's antiquing. Except for when I threw it, he went and inhaled so much, like all of it. It didn't even get on him. Just like a ball of flour He went. Oh, it's like dying. He can't breathe. It wasn't good.
Why is that called antiquing?
Just because you look old and dusty. If you cover somebody in flour, they
Oh,
look
okay, that's
old
fair.
and dusty. I guess. Yeah, he went and just inhaled it all, dude.
That's intense, man. I almost choked to death on a cracker when I was little like that. I was eating a cracker and I
Dang.
inhaled, and it was like, and air just stopped. It was scary as hell,
I
man.
told you all my slushy story.
Yeah, your slushy story.
Almost dying at Target. Sitting here looking at Taylor going, this is the end. I'm gonna die.
Josh Williams died in the Target snack bar
Yeah. Cherry slushy. Icy.
on a cherry slushy, icy. My dad always forgot that my brother was sensitive to smells, so he would come in. One time he came in for his birthday. So, do y'all know what a pallet is? Like you lay out.
pallet?
No, you lay out. Like I don't know what regional thing this is, but a pallet.
Like a bed?
Like it's a. You lay out like 2 or 3 blankets and then you sleep on the floor. What?
It's just a pallet. Shut up, let me finish. A bed? No. It's like a bed, but more. Yeah, we know what a
okay.
pallet is. We were
Some
kids,
people-
too. We didn't have money.
No,
we didn't grow
Some
up
people
with
don't
money.
know what a pallet is.
No one doesn't know what a pallet is. Like you tell someone go make a pallet, they know what to do.
Okay.
The reason I tried to specify a wooden pallet because I thought if you were talking about that kind of pallet, you wouldn't have had to do the lead in. I was under the assumption that most people knew what it meant too,
Oh, okay.
but I don't know. I could
Also-
ask up here, I guess.
I saw a TikTok on it. There's like, does anybody else know what a pallet is? Because like apparently nobody knows. Yeah. Apparently it's a foreign thing to certain regions.
Do people not know what a wood pallet is either?
No, it's just like that's all they know a pallet to be. Oh God.
They just never heard the word at all.
You ever
What
seen
the
a
fuck did you just say?
You ever seen a pallet? What language is that? What do you?
No, it's just town in Pokemon. That's just where you start. It's just town.
Gosh.
God. Well, it was my brother's birthday, and my dad
Forgot.
worked the late shift. No, he worked the late shift. So we were asleep on the pallet at like 7:00 in the morning, and he comes in with 2 cans of silly string, and he busts in the living room. Silly string has a strong scent to it.
Yeah.
And
Surprise!
He comes in and he goes, birthday boy! Ah! And my brother is just covered. Do you know what Frodo looked like when Shelob got a hold of him and started wrapping him in the silk? That's what my brother looked like on his birthday in silly string. And he was laying on the pallet and he was covered in silly string and he was just going. It's like choke, and he goes, "Oh!" and I tried to like pull it off of him and stuff. Oh, he's the same way with like pumpkin innards.
Excuse me? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
You guys know pumpkin innards? Yeah.
Have y'all ever heard of pumpkin?
No, not those pumpkin innards.
No, not the. I only know.
Where you take a blanket, lay it on the ground.
The funniest part about that was Jonathan was yeah like when you're like no. It's like a bed where you lay.
Some people don't know what it is, man. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Man, it's been a long time since I made a pallet, though.
Yeah. Some people can't afford them.
Dude, wait.
You said I was rich. You said I was laying on pallets because I was rich.
Oh. No.
Oh, you just put blankets on the floor? What are you, fucking made of money?
No. No. No, I was saying we slept on pallets because we were poor, couldn't afford beds. I was saying.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys know what? I thought it was like you guys ever heard of a pallet? Oh my god!
I'll sleep in some bed like some poor piece of shit.
Oh my god! You guys are so.
This motherfucker throwing a perfectly good blanket on the floor.
Oh man, that's like when you would stay the night at your friend's house and they wouldn't give you what? That's the worst type of friend though. The one that doesn't give you a blanket to sleep on.
They just go to bed.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
set you up for nothing. Just go to bed in their
CY
twin
used to
bed.
do that. Yeah, CY used to do that. No blanket.
Yeah, he used to just like go to his room and be like, "All right, I'll see y'all in the morning." And
Yeah.
we were
Right.
just like still sitting on the couch.
Just chilling on the couch, and people just go to bed. It's like, where do I sleep, dude?
Yeah.
Where am I sleeping tonight? You invited me.
You want to hook me up with like a fitted sheet or something? I mean,
Well,
just give me something.
God, those are the worst.
Y'all ain't even got couch cushions. What I'm supposed to do out here?
God. Did you make a pallet?
With
I used to-
sheets.
I used to stay at his house.
The old
a
sheet
lot.
pallet.
Because when we were in high school, and it was like every Friday, he'd be like, "All right, I'm gonna go to bed, masturbate," and then I just have to sit on the couch.
He's just
Just sit on the
it's like,
couch.
did he really do that?
No pallets. No.
All right, good night.
Oh God. Just like doing it around the corner though.
Oh,
All right, good night.
You just see the back half. He's just peeking around the corner. You good in there?
Yeah. You need a blanket?
We ain't got none. Night.
It's 2020.
something happened at the Grammys?
You didn't see the Grammys?
No.
I'm not even entirely sure what the Grammys are. I don't know which thing people are being awarded for at the Grammys.
I don't know either. Which one's the Academy Awards? That's for movies, right?
That's for
Oscars,
movies.
yeah.
Grammys is just whatever. It's just like pop culture.
I thought it was
Grammys is music.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe music.
Oh, okay. What is
Yeah.
there one for like pop culture, just in general?
I don't think so.
The Razzies. That's the Razzies.
That's the bad movies.
The Dundies.
The Dungies. The Tony Dungies.
The Dundies.
So apparently the Grammys were last night or Monday night or I don't know what night it was, and
Usually on a
they
Sunday.
had a fraction of the audience that they usually do, and Cardi B and Kathy Griffin were dry humping on stage.
What a
It's an
strange
odd.
combo.
It's an odd pairing.
Or maybe it was Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B.
That makes a little bit more sense. since
Those
they have a
are,
song together.
Those are two different people.
No, I
Kathy
think it was
Griffin and-
definitely Kathy Griffin.
No, okay.
Could you imagine Cardi B and Kathy? How old
No.
is she?
I actually cannot.
Yeah.
How old is she now?
I can't even visualize
make that happen in my mind.
Yeah, apparently, like, it was pretty, like, risque. Cardi B and Megan, is it the or the Stallion? Why does it have two E's?
So you say it like the instead of the.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Megan Thee Stallion, they were, like, dry humping on stage.
And
Like-
they didn't even win the Grammy for that song. Cardi B and
They weren't even performing. They just went up there and did.
They just went up there and just started.
What? Thithering. What?
Oh, Scissor.
So
What
Megan
song?
Megan Thee Stallion won Best Rap Song with Beyonce. I can't remember what song that is, but Megan Thee Stallion won, but Cardi B did not. Which is
she
fine.
the one that had WAP or whatever?
Both of them had WAP.
Yeah, that's Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. That might be why they were.
I don't think either one had a
bumping.
feature. I just think it was both of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did that's going to the Razzies, right? WAP?
Those are
That's the
those
bad
are
stuff.
for bad movies. Bad movies.
Okay, well.
What's
What's the award show for bad music?
the
Grammys.
yeah. Okay. See, I'm
Yes.
not even that fucking
There you
clever.
go,
Yeah.
If there was an award show for best podcast, we wouldn't.
Not
be
this one.
there. We wouldn't be there. Let's be there.
Fuck. Oh, speaking of features, I listened to before we started recording. NF has a song with Hobson
It's so
on it,
good.
and it's really good. And I'm not sure is Hobson one for features? Does he do features like on the reg?
Yeah, every now and then.
Okay,
Not
I
really.
just didn't know if he was
So-
one of the ones that was like, no, I'm not doing it.
I haven't listened to his stuff in a long time, but back like a couple years ago, I didn't know he had any features with anybody. I mean, maybe he might have. I just didn't know of any of it.
He's done a few.
Other than like the other like smaller guys. I say smaller, but less known, I guess. Is
More underground.
yeah.
So the cool thing, it's cool depending on how you look at it, I guess. But when NF asked Hobson to be on the song, Hobson refused to write a verse with any curse words in it, and he said he was having such a hard time writing a verse, without cursing. But when he finally finished it, he's like, he was proud enough of it to be like, why do I need to cuss in any of my songs? Because it all comes out the same, and he can rhyme words with whatever. He's fucking.
He's
Hobson,
so good, man.
But he kind of took a step back and was like, man, and just kind of like thought that was pretty cool because Hobson didn't want to mess up NF's kind of clean slate
Who's NF?
reputation. He's I'm not going to compare him to Eminem because he's not Eminem, but he's
Okay, the other white
younger
rapper,
guy.
He is a white rapper, yeah.
Yeah,
So he doesn't cuss in his
he doesn't curse. Mm-mm.
Does he still talk about like money and hoes and stuff? Like, is it just
No,
No, it's
he's
usually pretty deep stuff.
It's like okay, like genuine
yeah.
lyrics. Okay.
He's not a Christian rapper. I don't think I would classify him as a Christian rapper, right?
No.
Okay.
Does he rap about
not really.
God?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he might. I don't know if he has a couple of songs about that subject matter, but
I don't know why he doesn't cuss in his songs, honestly. I've never heard him say. I've never really looked it up or anything.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe he just wants to. I don't know if he wants
Maybe
to
he
appeal
was
to a
just
younger
raised
audience
that
or whatever.
way.
But
You know. That's pretty cool. Is it a good
yeah,
song?
but it's a
Yes.
great song.
It's really good. And
Really
it
good
really
song.
doesn't make a bad one, and neither does Hobson, so that was meant to be.
Yeah,
Check it out. Yeah, dude, Hobson and I used to spit, bro.
Oh, yeah?
you say Hobson and I used to spit.
I can't.
I thought that's what you said.
You stupid idiot.
Hobson and I used to spit bars, brother.
What did you just call me?
Brother.
Oh, I thought you called me like a buther or something. Okay.
What the fuck is that? Anyways,
That's what you put under a pallet to make it more comfortable.
a buther.
What?
Motherfucker had me on the ground without a pallet or a buther. Some bullshit.
Hey, you ain't got no buther.
Hey, I'm gonna need a ride home. Y'all ain't even got no fucking buthers.
Is it a buther or a
How did you
busser?
come get me? They don't have a buther.
They don't even have a buther here.
What'd you say?
Can't tell if you're saying a busser or a like with a lisp or just a buther.
Hey, this pallet bussin'.
We had to get one in this episode.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be cheese money without a bussin'.
Bussin'.
God, it's
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm probably gonna get back to watching. There's a 30-minute Batman fan film that came out last week that I'm like 5 minutes into right now, and it's kind of dope. It's actually got like actors, like Hollywood actors in it. A couple, not like it's not that high budget, but
Like Kathy Griffin.
No,
Kathy Griffin is Batman.
fucking yikes.
I feel like she's the Andy Dick of Hollywood.
she just
For, like,
plays
the-
all the parts like Eddie Murphy
Oh,
and
God.
whatever that movie was.
You're gonna die, Joker. That's terrible, Kathy Griffin, I think. But
Was
you get
that
the point.
Kathy Griffin?
That was Kathy.
You sound
That was
like John Mulaney.
That's what I was gonna say. You sound like John Mulaney.
I just try to do Kathy. I'll do John.
Yeah, done,
You're
Joker.
gonna die, Joker.
As one does.
Not today, Batman.
Jeez. John Mulaney is the Joker?
I can't tell.